What's up guys, it's Freak here, and I'm here to do another video game collection update. And as you can see behind me, some of you guys might notice what Yoshi is wearing back there, which might give off one of the games that I got, but I'm going to be showing them anyway. So I got a lot of new PS2 games and a couple DS games and a new console, so I'll show you that very soon. But first off, I'll show the two DS games that I got. First off, it's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Tales. This is a fun little DS game. It's like a card battler and an RPG sort of together, but it's fun. Definitely worth a pickup if you can find it for cheap. And yeah. Next DS game, the one that some of you guys might know because of Yoshi, is Scribblenauts. Now I've been waiting for this game for such a long time. It was one of my most anticipated DS games, and it mostly delivered except for the controls, which are kind of stiff, but you know, I can forgive that because the game is so much fun and there's so many puzzles too. Definitely pick this up if you have a DS. Next, I got one Wii game, and if you saw my Metroid Prime Trilogy unboxing, you know what that is. If you haven't seen that, go see that. But yeah, I did get Metroid Prime Trilogy. Like I said in my unboxing, if you haven't played any of the games, you have to pick this up. Even if you have played them, I think it's a good buy because of the collector's edition packaging and everything, and it's really fun. Definitely pick this up. Next up, I'll show all the new PS2 games I got. And I got a lot of new Atlas PS2 games. First up, it's a pretty rare PS2 game. A lot of Atlas' stuff, if you're collectors, you know, they do have a lot of rare games because they take them off the shelf for whatever reason really fast. But first one is Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner 1. I picked this up for about $40, which is kind of more than I want to pay. But, you know, I was willing to pay that because it's pretty rare. And it's got a nice shiny-ish cover, if you can see that. Definitely if you're a Atlas fan, Shin Megami Tensei fan, pick this up. It's pretty fun. Next PS2 game I got. It's also pretty rare. I think it's even rarer than Devil Summoner. It's Digital Devil Saga Deluxe Box Set. Now this Deluxe Box Set, it comes with both Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. Now it didn't come with the soundtrack, but I can probably find that somewhere else on eBay. And yeah, but this is a really, really good package, and I picked it up for $30. If you can see, it comes with both games. Awesome little packaging right here. It's really good stuff. Next up, another Shin Megami Tensei game, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Now this is probably the darkest Shin Megami Tensei game in the series, but it's still a whole lot of fun. Picked it up for $20, pretty good. If you guys are Atlas fans, check that out. Next, once again, another Shin Megami Tensei game. If you saw my last video game collection update, you saw I got Persona 4. Now I got Persona 3 FES. Yeah, this is the FES version. It has a couple new features like more personas, and it has a different mode. Basically an extension to the story. I haven't played a whole lot of this yet, but if it's anything like Persona 4, it's going to be great, so yeah. And finally, for the Shin Megami Tensei games, it is Devil Summoner 2. Now, if you see right here, it comes with this Raido, I think that's what his name is. Raido, I don't know. It's a plush doll, and it comes with the game too. Now, all this whole package was only $35, and it's a really good deal. I think it might get rare later, so I would pick it up if you're an Atlas fan, and the game is pretty fun too, so yeah. And with that, I actually have every single Shin Megami Tensei game on the PS2, which I'm really happy about. And the only other PS2 game that is Shin Megami Tensei that I don't have is the original Persona 3, which I don't really need since I have Persona 3 FES, but yeah. I got a couple more PS2 games that I'll show you, a couple more Atlas games too. First one is a game that I only bought because it's by Atlas. I got it for $3 at GameStop. That's Korokyu. This game is terrible. Really can't say much. It's like a racer and an RPG, and it's not good. Don't buy it even if you find it for $3. Just don't. Next up, it's Dual Hearts. Now, this is also made by Atlas, and I heard this was like Zelda, that's why I picked it up. I got it for like $10. It is a lot like Zelda, but the graphics are pretty dated, but it is still very fun and definitely worth your time if you can pick it up for cheap. This next game I bought for $10 used, or brand new, I mean, sealed. It is God Hand. I was checking out reviews for this game. It was kind of mixed, but IGN gave it a 3 out of 10. I don't know how they did that. This game is great. If you like old school beat 'em up type games, but in like 3D, it's really fun. It's pretty tough, but most of the reviews were like around 7 or 8, but it's really good. It's made by Clover Studios, who made Okami, and definitely pick it up. Don't listen to IGN's review if you saw that and it turned you away. The final PS2 game I got is one that many believe is the best game on the PS2, and that is Ico. It's made by the people who made Shadow of the Colossus. It's incredible. The art style is just fantastic. There's not much to say. You just have to play it to find out how good it is. But yeah, that's it for all my PS2 games. Now, I said at the beginning of this that I got a new console. It's not really a console, it's a handheld. And that is the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Now, I remember my friend had this when I was a kid. I remember I had a Game Boy Color, and he also had a Game Boy Color, but he came up with, his dad came, and he brought in the Neo Geo Pocket Color out of nowhere. I had no idea what it was, and I just saw it, and it was so cool, and the games were awesome, and I remembered, and I had to pick it up, and they're pretty cheap now. So here are the games I got. I got Sonic Pocket Adventure. It's a pretty fun Sonic game, one of the best handheld Sonic games to date. I even think it might be better than Sonic Rush and Advance. I have 2 copies because that's how it goes. These are probably the most common Neo Geo Pocket games out there. Next up, it's a game called Biomotor Unitron. It's one of the few RPGs on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Neo Geo is known more for their fighting games, but this game, I don't know if it's rare or not, because I've only seen one on Amazon and one on eBay, but they're kind of expensive, and I got this with my package, so it's a pretty good RPG if you want an RPG for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Next up, it's SNK vs. Capcom Match of the Millennium. Fighting game, one of the best handheld fighting games of all time. I love it. I'm not a big fighting game fan, but this game for some reason I love. Next is SNK vs. Capcom Card Fighters Clash. They had 2 versions, just like kind of like Pokemon. This is kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! / Pokemon mixed together in a card fighting game. It's really fun. Definitely one of the better games on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Next is another fighting game. It's King of Fighters R2. Now this is a lot like SNK vs. Capcom Match of the Millennium. The fighting style is the same, it just has different characters and a couple different modes, but it's still really fun if you're a fighting game fan. Next up is another fighting game, Samurai Showdown 2. Once again, it's a lot like the other Pocket fighting games because they're all in the Pocket Fighting series on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. But it's still fun. I don't think it's as good as King of Fighters R2 or Match of the Millennium, but it's still a fun fighter. Next up, we have Metal Slug First Mission, another fantastic game on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's a lot like Metal Slug on other systems, just it doesn't have as many enemies and the graphics aren't as good, but it's still Metal Slug and it's really fun. And then we have Metal Slug Second Mission, also a really good game. It went a little different from Metal Slug First Mission, and it's just got a different little play style, but it's still really good. And the final Neo Geo Pocket Color game I got was Puzzle Link 2. It's a fun little puzzle game. It's pretty original. I've never played anything like it, but it's still pretty fun. I'll probably play it for a little more, but right now I can tell it's pretty fun. And yeah, the Neo Geo Pocket Color, it's definitely an underrated handheld console, and if more people bought it, I would have loved it because there would probably be so many good games on it. But yeah, that's my game collection update for now, and not ton of great games. Definitely check out some of the ones that I showed you guys, and thanks for watching, guys.